Yo, what's going on YouTube and welcome back to Goal Line Hockey. It's your boy Kevin Forte and we are taking a look today at the Pittsburgh Penguins. So the Penguins making some signings. So they re-signed Rickard Rakell the other day. I posted that video last night. But we've also seen some more news. Pierre Olivier Joseph signs a 2-year deal carrying $1.65 million. It's $850K per season for Pierre Olivier Joseph. He is a piece of that Alex Galchenyuk trade, or the Phil Kessel trade from the Arizona Coyotes. I don't remember which one it was, but it was one of those trades. A pretty solid signing here. He's still 22 years old, very young, and probably going to be the future on the top four of the Penguins blue line. So a good pickup there for the Penguins. But of course, the big news is Evgeni Malkin. So we're hearing a lot of stuff the other day that Malkin is probably on his way out of Pittsburgh, and he was telling teammates he wasn't too happy with the way things ended in Pittsburgh, and they refused to give him the 4-year deal that he wanted. And then the day before free agency, they said, "Oh yeah, we'll give you the 4 years." And Malkin was kind of like, "No, why didn't you give me this 2 weeks ago, 2 months ago, 6 months ago?" Right? So they did get the deal done. They hammered it out. It's a contract that's a 4-year deal, $24.4 million for Big Gino to stick around in Pittsburgh. The notable thing here is he gets the 4th year. It's a contract. His base salary will be $8 million this year, so very front-loaded. A $4 million signing bonus, which is the majority of that money. $6 million next season, $5.6 million in year 3, and $4.8 million in year 4. It's a full no movement clause from year 1 through 4 for Evgeni Malkin. He gets full autonomy on a trade if that comes to fruition. And to be honest, I was saying this the other day when I left my predictions. There isn't anybody out there that I really think is a great fit for Gino. Right? I think he was really sold on if he would go to free agency, it would be the Panthers or the Lightning, and neither of those teams have the cap space. Honestly. Maybe his agent did try and see what's out there from those teams, and listen, he sticks around in Pittsburgh. There's 2 ways to look at this, right? It's complacency, right? The Penguins haven't been great the last couple years. They've struggled to get out of the first round. And now you're keeping that same core together. But you also have to look at it from the sense of, these are guys that should be forever Penguins. And we are looking at this point now where Crosby has 3 years left on his contract, Malkin has 4 years left on his contract, and Letang has 8. So these guys are going to be forever Penguins, and that is that. These guys will be Penguins for the remainder of their careers. I think there's something to be said about that, right? In a world where there's so much movement and so many guys moving here and there, it really is valuable when you see this sort of thing happen. Now, I do think Crosby, again, this is rumor now. I've heard that Malkin was talking to Crosby. Crosby went down to Malkin's Florida home and kind of discussed things with him. And he said, "Listen, they didn't treat me like I was a superstar on their team." And I think Crosby had a little bit of finagling with Ron Hextall and Brian Burke and kind of convinced them, and they figured out a deal and kind of smoothed things over. And he remains in Pittsburgh. There's obviously his deficiencies, right? Malkin has parts of his game that aren't the best. And he's been a little bit injury prone. And that's the only thing I'd be concerned about. But they signed him to a 4-year deal. And 4 years, I think, is fair. He's 35 years old. This will take him until he's 39, 40 years old. And that's kind of it. Not really, no harm, no foul. I think it's a great signing for both sides. Malkin gets to stay in the picture. He gets to keep the cup window open in Pittsburgh. And again, this is more than just the signing. It is a guy that has been a part of this team for so many years, sticking around. Guys, the core of the 3, Malkin, Crosby, and Letang, will stick around for at the very least the next 3 seasons. But let me know what you guys think down below. Should they have re-signed Malkin? Do you think this is an overkill, an overpay? Or do you think this is how it was meant to be? Let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.